because I was working with my husband. We had a scuba diving center and we wanted to start a family. So we staged the dive center, made it look great, and sold it quickly. And then had to think, okay, now what are we going to do? So my husband used to be a builder in the UK. So he decided to go back into the building business. And as I was hoping to start a family, I said, well, I'll just kind of help you out with the admin and stuff. But then actually I ended up being asked, oh, which color paint should we use? Can you suggest some floor tiles? And of course, then I got carried away. It's like, what if we take this wall down? And what if we move the kitchen over to the bedroom? And before I knew it, I was actually working full time as a designer, but not paid. So the businesswoman kicked in and it was like, okay, Justine, go and learn, and then you can charge for this. So off I went to do as many courses as I could, and obviously fell in love with this industry. And then went back home, broke the news to my husband that, I'm leaving your business, hired someone to replace me, and got started with my own company, a one-man band to start with. And 20 years later, I'm an award-winning designer. I have a retail store and a design studio and a small family team, including my husband and my daughter. And I don't think I'm ever going to retire. And that's my journey so far.
Thank you. Justine, what inspires you?
That's an easy one. Nature. I'm a scuba diver. I love being underwater. When I'm on a coral reef, I'm designing rugs, I'm designing fabrics. I love color, I love pattern. I try and get it into most of my projects. Occasionally I have to do beige. Dirty word.
It's never
dirty
boring.
word. Dirty word. But occasionally I'm asked to do it, and obviously I can. We can adapt to our clients, but then it's got to be tons of texture. So yeah, my inspiration is definitely nature. I love being outside. I go on hikes. We go out on the boat. We scuba dive, and there's just my slogan is, don't live in a beige world, because it isn't beige. You've just got to look outside the window, and that's my inspiration. So.
And you had an amazing 3-week trip to Bora Bora with the family for your. Which anniversary was it?
I don't know. We're always traveling. My husband obviously is a scuba diver as well, and so are both of my children. So we try and make our travel include warm waters. I'm a fair weather diver now. I don't do cold water anymore. So that's our kind of family time, is usually underwater. But we've traveled all over the place, and obviously, you get inspired by what's around you.
Yeah.
My trades team have been working with me for 15 years. That I've put them together. Yeah. They're used to working with each other, so there's none of this, well, I couldn't do that because the plumber hadn't done this. And okay, so you can cut that one out straight away. They have worked with me on so many projects now that I don't have to go in and micromanage. I don't have to tell them, this is how I want you to do that tiling. They know. So that cuts obviously a lot of time out. But bear in mind, my clients are buying a holiday home. So what do you want to do when you've got a holiday home? You want to go and be there in the sunshine. So if they approach me in April and I say, oh, I'll have it ready by, like November, October, they've missed the summer. So I'm quite often, the usual time for a complete renovation used to be 3 months, start to finish. Beds made, champagne on ice, flowers on the table. That's how it used to be. Now, in the last couple of years, and Melissa knows, I'm kind of in a fortunate position where I'm being extremely picky now with projects that I'm going to take on. I have a retail business as well, which is doing really well. I'm letting my team do more of the smaller projects for me. And so what I'm finding is that I'm able to now give myself longer lead times. So I'm actually working on a couple of projects here in Seattle, believe it or not. And that's been ongoing now for 18 months. And the projects that I'm working on back in Mallorca are giving me a year to 2 years to work on, because we're talking like bigger projects and building and extensions, etc. Okay, so I would say in the early days, be prepared to work very, very hard don't think it's glamorous, but get your systems in place as soon as possible so that you don't think that even by when you start the amount of work that you're putting in, that's not sustainable. You can't continue at that pace forever. So make sure that you can get to a point in your business where you can take the half day off and go out on the boat.
Yes. Yeah, awesome. That's a good idea.